What's up, guys? My name is Emerson, your favorite manic and melanated photographer.
Hey, this is Alex, or you can call me Peach, your local content creator and fruit enthusiast.
And welcome to the Phot-Bros podcast.
Your one-stop shop for all things photography, videography, and content creation.
Yo.
Hold on. So, do it again. I had dry lips, that's what You know, we're going to have to start getting having chapstick here, or like Vaseline.
Bro, bring your own chapstick.
Well, mine ran out.
Okay.
Next time. Okay, do it again.
Yo.
Yo.
It is the season finale, people.
Yes, it is. Man, what a great day it is today. It's a
Beautiful.
Sunday for us. It's
It's a
feels
very
nice.
hot Sunday.
Yeah, it is. Feels like hot soup outside. I hate it.
It's soup, really? Soup.
Yeah. You know, I mean, you could, like, if you want, you could do a little test. You could go outside on a hot night, make some ramen for yourself. Just sip
Yeah, you
it.
could crack an egg on the sidewalk. You get the egg on top of the ramen. Boom.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah, you want to go extra? You know, crack the egg on top of your hood of your car.
Hell
Cook
yeah.
it right there.
I mean, but get some cookies while at it too, man. Get a dessert going, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Bake some cookies on that dashboard. You feel me?
Cookies.
Yes.
Yum. All right, moving on from that. So this is the season finale for season 2 of the Phot-Bros. So yeah, here we are. This is one of those episodes where we're just gonna giggle a lot because that's how we're gonna end it. I feel like we should end every season like this. This is my opinion. This is
Yeah,
what
I mean, I agree with that. I mean, dude, we have put in so much work talking about like everything from lighting to different styles of photography.
and we had a lot of guests.
a lot of guests, and it's good to just kind of just lay back, relax, not have to follow a script.
Yeah.
No questions. We just have some fun.
Yeah, we just wanted to keep the pressure off of ourselves and also our producer and our script writer and so on. But we do have some guests with us today, and to actually laugh with us.
We sure do.
Yeah. Let's welcome back, firstly, Midnight Killjoy, Justin.
Hello, everybody. I'm back again.
I do want to say he is actually one of us now. So
He has been initiated.
Yeah, so it's me, Peach, Emerson. We have Shane, producer, and we have Juliet, script writer, and then we have Justin, understudy. Or is there another word you want to use?
I don't know, consistent guest or regular, something like that.
That's a mouthful. I don't know. We should.
Idaho.
We'll keep that.
Yeah, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that.
We're gonna keep
I'll
that.
take that.
Yeah.
Cool. And so that next voice is our second guest, Neha, a very well-known DMV model here, based out of Washington, D.C. She is very talented. So much work is put into all those projects. Like Emerson can vouch for this. Justin can vouch for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of your work. I'm a fan. Like, you're basically a celebrity right here.
I
We
do.
bow down.
Yeah.
I just did a shoot with her, and yeah, she's really great.
Yeah, I've done a shoot with her. I think we need to start planning the second one, definitely.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it at DC Fashion Week, but I don't think I followed up because I'm always just terrible at remembering to message people. But
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll
be
reach
honest.
out.
I think we talked about the same, and then it fell through because my confidence went down the toilet. But we would shoot one day.
I relate to that. I feel like this just made me have a lot of imposter syndrome, but I get it.
yeah,
Yeah.
But welcome to the
welcome
show.
to the podcast.
Thank you
Yeah.
for having me.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Like, it's to have this whole group here. And for this episode, we're gonna oh fuck, hold on.
Oh, wow. You should leave that in, but like it's a podcast, so there's no visual. So it's
There's
just
no
Yeah, it's
visuals,
just
yes,
the audio. That's perfect.
Yeah, not yet though. We're trying to
get video, but we need to like get like an actual studio space to do it. So once
we're
we get
waiting
studio space.
Okay.
We should just buy some cheap GoPros and put them around and do like a multicam video session.
Yeah, no, we should invest in some. or something with good quality.
We can go on
All of our
KEH
cameras can do that.
and get
Yeah, but
the R6 overheats when it's on for a while.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think on R6 would open.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if I put a dummy battery in there, it won't.
Well, I mean, he has producer Shane has a Black Magic camera. I don't know how often he uses it, but maybe.
Yeah, gosh, those files are huge, though.
Yeah,
so
they
we're
are.
gonna need an external hard
They're
drive.
not that.
Oh,
They're actually.
This man has like
enormous.
1 million external hard drives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like if I ever visit you at your place, I'm just gonna like open the door and there's gonna be a bunch of stuff just come crashing down from the walls, like all these. Like you don't have a storage, you don't have storage bins, it's just all everywhere.
It's kind of
Like, a lot of tech. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend that does that. That has that too. He lives in a studio apartment, and you just walk in, and it's just camera boxes, like strobes, everything just all on one wall, just piled up. And I'm just like, dude, throw these out.
With me, it's more like silks. I have a lot of silks, and I also have. I did one like rose petal shoot, but now I have rose petals everywhere, and I'd find them randomly.
Good lord.
Like inside your couch and
Yeah,
Are you
literally.
serious?
Like sometimes I'll wake up and I'll be like roll over, and I see a rose petal, and I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, because I had a similar situation where I was planning this one shoot for. Have you ever seen the movie posters for the movie American Beauty?
Yeah,
with the rug.
I did do something.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted to do
Yeah.
that. The thing is, like when I ordered the pedals, like obviously they were fake, and I still have them. But the fact that I found them everywhere because like, when I opened it was like went everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, and it was just oh my god. Now it's gonna be a good concept eventually, but still, I gotta keep them safe somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I gotta stop saying but.
Well, for the last few days, all I've been doing is backing up photos. That's all I've been doing.
Speaking of but,
That's a vibe.
Backing up those photos, right?
Yeah, backing
Good
up
Lord.
lots and lots and lots of files. Like I back up literally everything, but I've almost hit the point where I'm just gonna start backing up just the final files, like just the JPEGs, none of the RAWs, none of anything.
Yeah,
like
the
that.
RAWs take up so much
They
space.
do.
So
I
much
mean,
space.
Canon now has a format called compressed RAW that I use, where the RAW files are not as huge as they usually are, but it takes up a ton of space.
Yeah,
but
when you're
it's
doing
not
a lot
as big,
every
yeah.
shoot. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you save it as a TIFF for Photoshop, like
Oh my god, those are huge.
Tips are
Those are like
humongous.
150
Yeah,
megabytes.
I only
like-
save a very handful. I mean, because what I usually do is you can like give me your advice or correct me on this, but what I usually do is I take the raw photo, edit it, and then if I'm not done, I'll save it as a TIFF. But if I'm done, save it as a copy of it as a JPEG when the completed form, and then just delete the progress and all that. Because I don't really have a need to.
Do you export via Photoshop or Lightroom?
Photoshop?
Photoshop, yeah. I think Lightroom, you have a little more control on the settings of your export.
Yeah, I
than
thought that
Photoshop
too.
does.
Well, Photoshop, what you have to do is not export, but save as a copy. That way, you'll be able to have more control and save it as and change the settings and all that.
Yeah, Photoshop is just a little bit too complex for me. Yeah, I'm an Adobe. I do Photoshop for like retouching and things of that nature, but as for any regular editing, all on Lightroom. My presets are all Lightroom presets. Color profiles are all Lightroom color profiles. I don't think. Just hoping that Adobe doesn't get rid of Lightroom, which I don't think is ever happening.
Well, people are going to get rid of it only because of their terms and conditions.
Cut that out.
What? They're not going to come after us. Are they? What are they going to do?
We don't want to. We don't want to piss off Adobe.
Once we go down the AI.
I'm still a customer, but to be honest, I don't mind opening Pandora's box if it means, like making sure they can.
But I looked up the terms and conditions. Isn't that only for photos you store in the cloud? I don't store any of my photos in the Creative Cloud. I feel like they'll use that to teach their AI how to.
Yeah,
I'm going to be honest. I think some of the files
recent change made it very ambiguous.
Oh,
like
really?
they could like what it said was basically they have the authority. Like if you put a file into Lightroom or Photoshop or any of Adobe's apps, they could approve it or disapprove it.
So they can just go in and not even go through my cloud. They could just go into my
on your local. Yeah.
Are you serious?
But
isn't that illegal?
It's not your previous stuff. If
Okay.
the previous stuff is only stuff in your cloud,
Oh.
but it's like new stuff. If they wanted to, they could be like, do we want this on our software? No, you can't edit this photo here.
So they have the authority
To do that.
To do it. Not saying that they will. They're just saying like
We can do that.
We
at
can
this
do
point.
that, but we're not saying if we will or won't.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little scary.
And anything that goes through their software.
Okay, Peach, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's because
Yeah.
of that. Then eventually I started looking into different options. I found I showed Justin one. It was have you seen it? AC/DC.
Yeah, I haven't tried it or anything. I'm still on Capture One. I'm so glad that Capture One hasn't done anything like that, because their only AI stuff is all offline, and all it really is like if you just wanted to select somebody's face, or like you wanted to select the background or the subject or something like that, you can do that.
True.
That's pretty much the extent of their AI. But I mean, it's all on the table. But I'm glad the Capture One hasn't done anything. Like
yeah,
Adobe's-
Lightroom just introduced Photoshop has had it. The generative AI is now on Lightroom, and that crap has mind blown me like crazy, especially when it comes to retouching.
insane.
Oh my gosh, my editing time is cut in half when I have to zoom in on somebody's face. They're like, I don't want this blemish. I'm just like, it's gone. Just instantly. Don't even have to change anything up.
like a preset.
Yep, literally. I'm just like, whoa. Yeah.
Although speaking of like retouching and editing and all that, actually I'm curious. So
What's
Neha, like when you work with photographers or choose to work with some photographers, like do you have like a certain like, like, well, if like do you obviously you check out the photographer's work beforehand, but do you have anything regarding like what type of editing you prefer, like skin work, color grading?
Mm-hmm.
Not really, because I guess like I guess when I'm working with a photographer, I'm kind of like trusting their vision, because you guys know so much more about editing than I do. But when it comes to like skin stuff, like I don't know, that might be the kind of thing where I'm like gonna do another pass through, like even if you sent me something, because like but some of that is also just like I'm more critical about what my skin looks like than like a photographer would be. So like I think there's like a lot of liberty for models in putting that control in the hands of someone else. Like this photographer took this photo of me, did not think that blemish was an issue, so like why should I think it's an issue? So sometimes I just like really like to surrender that control and just be like, whatever, edit it however you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is why questionnaires are like, this is why I do a questionnaire, because one of the questions is there any blemishes or anything you would not like to be seen in the final photo? So when it comes to the time to edit, I go back to that questionnaire and I'm all like, okay, these are the poses she wanted captured that are must-haves. These are the angles that are must-have, and these are the blemishes she wants removed. So as long as you get all of that information as well, the editing process should be smooth.
You got to make sure both the model and the photographer are satisfied from the shoot, like
Well, yeah,
as much as you can.
Yep.
Yeah, like it maybe if it's one of those things where you want to capture every shot you want, but also like, I guess don't overdo it, if that makes sense. Meaning like if there's like a shot you want to do, but you both have to agree with it. Like if there's time and you don't also want to make sure like there's consent from the model, and also you want to.
Consent is a must.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. That's the word of the day. You know, consent.
Yeah.
There's no way. I keep saying and but.
I got it.
Yeah, okay, I gotta stop. Okay.
So, communication before the shoot is very key, and
It is.
a lot of people think that less communication is better, but I am an over communicator, and every time I over communicate for a shoot, it always turns out way better, because
Preach
everybody
on.
knows what's going to happen during the shoot, what shots you're into, what shots you're not. Like even talking about like post-production just a little bit, like what the final outcome in your minds will look like. You both describe at least something that you want out of the shoot, and honestly that could be two different things, and if you know that beforehand, you both can get exactly what you wanted out of that shoot.
Well, I mean, in my opinion, and you can, just, what's the word? You can fight this if you want.
Yeah.
But the communication, it's key. Yes. However, over communication, I think it just makes me look annoying. Like I'm putting a little effort is good. It's good to put effort into something, But when you put so much, it just, I don't know. It's just overdoing it.
There's one
It's
thing,
just being extra. That's what I
there's
mean.
one thing about being extra and just being an over communicator. I feel like being extra would just be like you asking the model the same question over and over and over again when you have an answer.
Yeah.
As for if you're asking different questions and just stuff that would help with the shoot, I don't think that's a bad thing. But it's one thing to just ask like, okay, what's the outfit again? Okay, how's your hair going to be again? Okay, what's your makeup going to be again? Because that's when it comes on as, okay, you're annoying me right now because you're not listening to me at all. So if you're asking like a different question each time, I don't think a model would get annoyed with that. It'll be like, okay, he's actually invested in this and he wants to create the best content possible. That's just my opinion with that.
Yeah, I've had under communication to the point where it's like day of, hours before the shoot. Where were we going again? Like, just said in passing, but like that's all like in the past. I've learned from that for sure.
You guys have heard my stories about like models will say like, hey, I want to do a shoot with you. We set a date. Weeks going on to that date, no contact. I've sent multiple DMs, no response. The day I get a response is the day before. Hey, we still shooting tomorrow? And I'm just like, what are we shooting?
Yeah,
because
I mean,
I don't know what's going on right now.
Yeah, I mean,
And
just
so-
like you, I keep my promises. Like, I make sure my calendar is right.
exactly.
It's
Yeah,
all the info.
exactly.
Well, if I have my physical calendar and my notebook, I'll do it. But I usually put in my Google Calendar and all that, so at least it alerts me. I assume you, Neha, have like a similar process when it comes to like making sure everything's good for that day, and then obviously, like letting them know if something comes up.
Yeah, I think like it's definitely a process that I'm working on more because I feel like, well, I guess now that I think about it, I've been passively modeling for like 2 years now. But a lot of it has been like, for some reason when I joined, so like I'm in this agency, like a local DC agency. And when I joined, a lot of the casting calls we got were primarily for runway and not as much like shooting with photographers. So like, I feel like my experience was really front loaded with a bunch of runway stuff. And it's been more honestly like this past spring and the summer that I'm trying to like really get into shoots with local photographers and like having a concept in mind and like making that come to life. So I'm starting to like develop some of these like techniques for like making sure that you're good. But I think, yeah, I definitely really appreciate when photographers are like on their shit and like over communicative. And I think it's like needs to be reciprocal. Like I feel like as a model, it's like your job kind of to be also open and like contributing and bringing energy to the table.
Okay, guys, you hear that? Be on your shit.
Transparency and open communication is a must.
Must.
Yeah.
Must.
Not must.
Must. No, but yeah, it's essential, for you guys to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. But she mentioned the word runway, and like, wouldn't you guys like she already did this, I know this, but wouldn't you guys like, wouldn't it be cool if you just walked the runway just once?
I want to be one of the photographers. I don't want to.
You don't want to walk the runway. I mean, doesn't matter.
There's a reason why I'm behind the camera, bro.
But and if
I'm not. I don't look.
I agree with Emerson.
Do you see this,
venue.
dude? This is not. I mean, my wife thinks I'm sexy as ever, but like me, I'm like, no.
Then give her a performance. Damn. Like,
Whoa, bro.
Wait, have you guys been to any strip clubs in the city?
I haven't been to a strip club in like the last time I was at a strip club was like 2013.
I mean, not in the city.
You've been to a strip club recently?
Yeah.
Yeah, where have you been, man?
Actually, hold on. Wait, there's a lot here actually to say. So back in January, I had these two friends. They're both guys. They're straight. They go to strip clubs for fun, and like they're normally like. A lot of times when I meet a guy and he's like the kind of guy who like goes to strip clubs, I'm like, we're not going to be friends. Like that just, like that's getting into like Reddit basement incel, like I don't know. I get it. But these two guys are like super normal and they like have very like solid opinions about women.
But when you say solid opinions,
like they just like, they know how to talk to girls and they like know how to like, they treat me normally as like a female friend. Like there's no like underlying like weirdness there. So like I was like, okay, you're like two solid dudes and you go to strip clubs. So like I want to go with you and see what the experience is like. So we went to a strip club in DuPont. And like then
was it assets?
No, it was not Assets. Although
Okay.
Assets is closing
What?
and getting replaced by a different club.
Okay, we gotta go before it closes. Then that's what we're doing.
But no, it was this place also in Dupont, right? This is the first strip club I've ever been to, and the first stripper that's dancing on the pole, she just like enraptures me because she looks like AI. Like her face is just like expressionless, perfect fucking body. She's like doing this crazy shit on the pole, and like the entire time she's doing it, just no expression on her face. Like she's like going through the motions, like dead eyes. And so like I was just like captured by that. I was like, oh my god, this is like AI. It feels so weird. But then like she like was burned in my brain, and then I later found out that she's literally in my
Wait, what?
yeah.
Wait,
Oh my god!
Hold on.
Spicy.
Wait.
We don't have to talk about who it is right now.
If you don't know, you don't know.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Okay, cool.
She's-
I'll just act like I
she's
don't
You
know.
know, you know.
Okay.
She's really beautiful. I was
What?
captured by her. My takeaway from that was like, wow, I'm like I'm 1 degree removed from a stripper, which is crazy to me because I'm trying to like I've been on this journey about like having like very like emancipated opinions about like sex work and sex workers and all that.
Yeah.
But like I come from a very like academic background and I like work corporate. And so like everything I do in modeling has like a layer of hesitancy to it because I'm like, I can do this, but I can't take it too far because like I'm trying to like ascend the corporate ladder, right? And like I don't want people finding this kind of stuff. So it's
Yeah.
really crazy to me to be like, oh my God, like I'm literally 1 degree removed from someone who's doing like a form of sex work. Like that's never happened to me before.
Yeah, I mean, working in DC, because I work in DC as well, like the corporate world, you have to be like on your best behavior. Like stuff gets out
Online,
and people
in
see,
person.
like people in DC have lost their jobs for just having a video of them doing some ridiculous stuff. Let it be the
mean, like
DC
twerking or
fetish
something?
ball
Wait, what?
or something like that, or anything kink related or swinger lifestyle. People get fired for that here in DC.
There's gotta be Facebook groups dedicated to that.
Yeah, it's crazy. So like when you're in the corporate world, you have to be a little bit hesitant. That's why some stuff I'm not okay with doing. I've gotten offers to do some certain shoots, and I'm just like, nope, not happening, because my whole company follows me on Instagram. I can't have them finding out some stuff.
I mean, your Calvin Klein shoots. I mean, they're not
That's tame.
That's very tame.
Do you want to know what I've
there's
been
so much-
getting?
What would you consider implied then? Like in your opinion?
Literally nothing. Nothing on besides hands.
No, but that's considered fine art though.
that's implied.
What?
Implied means that
No. Hold on.
Fine art
No,
is
no,
completely
fine art is
naked.
different. It could be a completely different thing. Yeah, fine art could be clothed, but it's in a style that's like
No, because usually from
artsy
the
in a
models,
certain way.
from the models I work with, fine art is just like it's more just it's mostly like maybe like using like a sheet or something, but then they explain to me using a sheet to cover oneself. That usually is implied if it's like the only thing.
Yeah.
But
The implied is basically like a model with just a sheet over, which I've
yeah,
done
that's
before.
what I'm saying.
when you
Yeah,
say,
but
when
fine
you
art
say
is
fine
more-
art,
it's
and you're
mostly
doing
just-
a fine art shoot, or are you doing an implied shoot? Those are two different shoots.
okay, yeah,
They
because I
could-
had
they
it
cross
mixed up.
over.
So,
They cross over some sort of ways, but
yeah.
when you say you're doing fine art, that could be full nude, that could be implied. Like it could be either one. But if you just say you're doing implied, that means nothing is showing.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know. I
but
still
like-
feel like fine art is like
Yeah.
exactly what you just said.
Yeah.
It could be
Where
either one.
it's nothing because fine art usually what it refers to it's like those nude models that usually when people like make like portraits of them, like painting them and all that, that's technically fine art,
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could also, do a photograph that's painterly.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's what I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically what I was saying
Okay.
was like there has to, like, when it comes to like corporate stuff, there has to be some type of hesitancy because like people lose their jobs for any little thing in DC. So when it comes to me, yes, I have the villain visuals page, but even that is pretty tame when it comes to what I post there. I've gotten requests to do a POV photo shoot where I'm grabbing some models behind her boobs.
Oh, dear
I've gotten
Oh, Lord.
I've gotten offers to do video portraits where I'm rubbing oil on some model's booty. It's just some crazy stuff that I've gotten. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to Calvin and the stuff I post on my villain page, that's tame. But the stuff that people want me to do,
Yeah, I mean,
That's a no.
unless you make another page called Super.
My wife wouldn't even allow me to do that stuff.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you would be locked out of the house.
Keep the wife.
So.
Yeah, my wife would not be down for that at all. So she's always there at those type of shoots. All the spicy stuff you see, my wife's in the background somewhere behind me watching.
Shout outs to Betsy.
Yeah, shout out to Betsy.
Gosh.
Is your wife just like a very non-jealous person by nature? Like how do you guys navigate
When
that?
we first started dating, she was pretty jealous. The first photo shoot I did was at a graffiti warehouse event, and the model was in nothing but lingerie, and she saw the pictures and had a breakdown.
Was that a street meet event? That wasn't.
It's the graffiti warehouse meet and greet. It's not associated with a street meet at all. It's in Baltimore in this huge warehouse. But I did a shoot with a model. She was in lingerie, and she got really upset about it. And so I didn't know how to navigate through it. I was just like, oh, this is going to be terrible, until I was all like, you know what? Come to my next shoot. Now I'm doing the same thing. She came to my next lingerie shoot, and she saw how I operated things.
Yeah.
And immediately she was all like, okay, I trust you. I tell people all the time, when you're in relationships and you do like certain type of photo shoot concepts, bring your partner with you. Let them see how you operate and how you run the shoot. If it takes 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, do it. It'll help out in the long run. And look at us now, 6 years later, we're married. So it wasn't easy. She was the jealous type. But after she went to a few shoots, she was all like, okay, you actually are doing this for art. You're not doing this to see other women, or you're not attracted to me. You're attracted to this type of woman. I was like, no, it's not that. It's just art. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I just basically took the initiative and was just like, come out to a few shoots. And she did.
Yeah, there's always more than the surface level, especially with people that are very professional about it. And, like they're not, just doing it just to like look or whatever. They're doing it to create something that somebody else can relate to, or whatever their reason is.
And there's a lot of creeps out there with a camera that literally are just doing it because their wife, their marriage is like sexless, or like they're not getting any and they're just grumpy and just want to be happy.
Yeah, we've I think a good amount of us have encountered creeptographers.
Of course.
Yeah, especially at certain events that I've been to, but I digress.
Don't be a creep. That's the moral of the story. That's the main lesson here.
That silence was so loud.
Because it has to.
I was like, I digress, and it was just like.
But there's a good etiquette way on how to do these things. So you have your own process. Justin and I, we have our own. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Neha has her own process too.
I'm also,
when it comes to vetting.
Vetting, it's all about, one, I will go to the photographers that I see they've worked with on their page and message them and be like, hey, how's your experience working with this one? I do the questionnaires. I do Zoom calls, Google Meet calls, phone calls. I have a whole process now for just everything, because I need to make sure people are working with me for the right intentions.
True. True.
Yeah.
Very true. I admittedly don't have a vetting process because, as Justin knows, I have like
You send me whoever it is, and you're like, who is this person?
He's like,
but that is
he's my vetting process.
He's your vetting.
But like the other thing is like, I don't really like have a barometer for red flags. Like I kind of just like dive headfirst into things, and I'm like, we'll figure out what happens. So it hasn't, like, at least when it comes to working with photographers, it hasn't bit me in the ass yet. I'm hoping it doesn't. But
I feel like you also look at people's work too, though. You look at people's work and you see.
I vet people by their work a lot, but I don't vet them by like if I know about their reputation or not, because I don't like, I'm not connected enough yet to like know the DL about like who's who.
And even that, it's a lot of he said, she said stuff. So I usually tell people, I was all like, unless there is like a real substantial stuff, just work with that. Basically, we're all adults. When somebody has an issue with somebody, I'm just like, that's between that person and that person. Go ahead, work with them all you want. and then make your own decision, because people will be like, oh, don't work with them. This happened with this person and this and that and this and that, blah, blah, blah.
But at a certain point, that almost could be anybody. Like,
Yep.
if you have like one bad experience, does that mean that all your next experiences are going to be bad? I
Exactly.
really don't think so.
Exactly. Yeah. So when it comes to like caring about people's reputation, there are a lot of people out here that are very much wanting to just ruin people's reputation for whatever reason. So sometimes you just have to find out for yourself.
And also having a solid group of people that you can talk to like openly about whoever you're working with, or like just people if somebody DMs you and they're like, hey, let's shoot, like, well, check who they follow, check who follows them, you know, like see who they've worked with, like doing your vetting, or having a small group of people, or it doesn't have to be a small group of people, but a group of people where you can message multiple people and being like, who is this person? Like, who have they worked with? Are they safe to work with? You know, all of those things.
Also, definitely just randomly just hit up anybody that's on their page. Pretty much any photos. Like I tell models all the time, like, feel free to message anybody on my feed. Right there. Message them. Whatever. If you want phone numbers, I can give you phone numbers. I have nothing to hide. So it's always the ones that are just like, no, I'm not going to give you that information, or that get defensive when they're like, why are you hitting up this model I worked with months ago after I DM'd you? That's a red flag. Major red flag. Basically, there's just a lot of he said, she said.
She said? Yeah.
She said.
She shared.
She said.
Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot from listening to this podcast. There's so much to do with creativity and photography and all that like small groups like this is just, it's nice for me because it's not all blown out of proportion. There's not all like the influencer social media stuff where it's like, oh, everything's great. No. We really
We need to be
talk about the
real
stuff.
sometimes, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. Why does everybody want to be an influencer nowadays? It's
I want to
getting-
be an influencer.
I
Confession.
feel like a
Sorry, little bro.
part-time influencer. I don't know. I feel like content creating is from like my route. I don't even know if influencer falls.
Content creating is what I want to get into, but as an influencer, I don't think I'm built for that. I'm too introverted.
My relationship with influencing is so fraught because like I waste so much time on TikTok, like literally like 3 hours a day. Like I am addicted to that app through and through. Like,
Same.
it's so bad.
And if it's reels, you know?
Yeah.
And like every time I'm on TikTok for like 3 hours, I'm like, if I was smart, I would just like, instead of watching other people do shit on TikTok, I would like post videos of myself singing or like doing something else or literally like eating food in silence, and I'd be making money.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, there's like something that holds me back from like committing to that. I think part of it is like this sort of like I don't want to be like an influencer, but also just like I feel like it's kind of hard to like commoditize your daily life. I think it changes something.
is very
like,
difficult.
Yeah, I can
psychologically.
imagine. Yeah.
Like I can't imagine like going to a restaurant and every time I'm there feeling like I have to like make a video about it and be like, okay, so then I ate this and then I ate this. Like I feel like it like sucks the joy out of like your daily life.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think we're all guilty of doom scrolling, and it's
Yep.
I do it
But-
every night.
I'm
Yeah.
on Instagram all the
Every
time.
single
the
night. My
thing is,
wife
if
hates
you're
me
in
for it.
if you're in bed, it's one thing, and while doing it like, and you're about to go to sleep.
Yeah, that's me.
But then, it's well, if I'm like on the couch and I'm doing it, like I'm learning some few things and I save them. You know, whether it's hey, how to dance like this, or how to do this
You trying to
project
learn
like
how to
this.
dance?
Well, I mean, like I like to learn new moves. So
Okay.
Show me your moves.
Okay.
right now,
No.
No.
no, but
If anybody knows Smash Bros, so it's a Captain Falcon reference.
oh, I didn't, but I do love Smash Bros. So
Yeah, okay.
Smash
Yeah.
Bros is legit.
yeah,
Yeah.
Mr. Game and Watch, my main character. Right there.
That's very fitting.
But anyways, and there's on TikTok, there's always so much you can learn, you know, from there now, and same thing with Instagram Reels, you know, but I do want to do my own thing too, and like teach the community in some way. I still feel like whatever I'm gonna say, it's already been said.
I feel like for me, I'm gonna do the Killjoy thing and like do anti-gear reels. Like I'm gonna be like
You're
sell
gonna
your
destroy-
gimbal.
You're gonna
Like,
destroy your shit.
Use
Like,
use the cheap lens. Like I'm gonna do stuff like that. That's just
wow.
that's just what I want to do.
I don't know what I would do.
I mean, I feel like you're already doing it though.
What,
In
on
a-
my
in a-
Instagram?
Well, it's in a way like it's like your daily, like taking a picture on the metro or something like that, and then you add your preset. That's something, right? And then eventually you'll go from there.
I mean, I like doing like daily life photo photography.
For me, it's like, I'm doing right now, it's my vlogging camera, my minimalism. I already have some clips. I actually did one recently where it was the last session we had. I went to my car and I readjusted my head, the headrest.
Oh, headrest. Sorry.
Yeah, from the other seat, from the passenger seat, and then I lifted it up, put my vlogging camera there, set it down, clamped it right there, and then
that's ingenuity.
Yeah, and then recorded myself driving for a bit, and so that's one clip, and then eventually I'll match it up with others.
And do you know?
Do I know what?
Do you know this thing that you hold in your hand all day long is also a vlog camera?
Yeah, but I hate it.
Really?
Well,
dude, I'm loving doing stuff on my iPhone lately.
You have an iPhone 14.
It's a 15, but
I have an 11. So
dang, man, get that upgrade.
I could, but like, I don't want to.
Okay,
I'm too lazy right now.
Fair.
I'll do it eventually.
Fair.
I'm too focused on gear.
Yeah. Oh, camera gear, definitely.
I've been trying to use my cell phone more, but it's like it's kind of hard once you have like a real not a real camera, but like a something like an SLR or mirrorless camera. It's like, oh my goodness, like how did I start with the phone and then like go to this and then how do I go back?
I mean, we all started with our phone. I think like I started with my it's one of those Nokia cameras I used to make videos with, and the video was so
grainy.
It was, but it's also cringe because I used a bunch of toys to make the.
No. I get that. Yeah. I did that too.
And I had a good story, and it was in there, and it was pretty emotional too. Yeah, but eventually moving on all the way, I started using iPhones and to take photos and all that. Really shitty videos and pictures, and eventually here I am now. I did all this. It's really good. Up to this point, it's actually a lot of improvement, and I still have a lot more to go. A long ways to go.
Yeah, I think I've been spoiled because like I pretty much started with a mirrorless camera, and that kind of ruined a lot of things for me. But
you started with the mirrorless?
Yeah, like I started with the.
I know. I said the same thing when I first.
I know, but it's like I started like in practically 2021, really. But
Man.
True. Yeah, because I think I remember you following me when you first got started.
Yeah.
You were like,
I didn't even take a photo of anybody.
Yeah, you were like loving my stuff and messaging me, and so I was like, damn, I got a fan.
I was like, I want to be like Emerson one.
And then once you picked up the camera, you just nerded out.
Yeah.
It went full nerd.
It took a year. It took a year of like me figuring stuff out and like
full Poindexter. Just
At a certain point, I was in it. I was head first into the water and I was drowning, loving it.
And now you have
the whole way.
And now you have floaties and you're doing your thing.
Yeah. Now it's like weird because I'm trying to go back in time all the time. Like I'm trying to use older, like less super technical cameras, and also like I've been trying to use my phone so much, but I've been getting way better at it.
Well, you probably know this. I mean, a lot of people, I've been looking a lot into TikToks and Reels and all that. You'll notice a lot of people are going back into vintage technology, vintage camcorders, vintage film cameras.
They have a lot more feel to them, or in my
Polaroids
opinion.
Are pretty popular to the point where they actually remade them. And it's just, and film cameras, I mean, even the film itself, they're actually making a lot more. They even to a point where other, I guess, companies or people have made their own brands of film, and then they up the price and then make some sort of cool film, I guess, I don't even know. And then they sell them and all that, but it's really cool, but I just wish it could be cheaper.
Oh yeah, film is so expensive. I've almost
roll is like $12.
Yeah, it's a lot. I've stopped shooting as much film just because of like the preventative price. Like when I was like looking back at how much film I was shooting, I was like, I'm just gonna stick with digital a little bit more, ride this wave out, and then like when I get a few special shoots or whatever, and I want to shoot it on film, that's what I'm gonna do. But I tried to mix the film and digital a whole bunch, but really it's better if I just shoot film or just do digital. I found like over time, and I've been shooting a lot more digital, which, I'm not the biggest fan of digital, but then I've been improving so much.
I'm actually surprised. I really thought. I mean, I know you love film, and then you like, like you really get like up there. Like whenever you see like a bunch of film and everything, you go into this. I don't know. This
35 millimeter film addict. Yeah, that's what I am.
And there's also the. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I see you as a. Well, you do say you're a film person, but I still see you as like as a digital person too.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah, digital is more of my learning tool. But if I could, I would shoot everything on film.
Yeah.
I
have the
if it wasn't
assumption.
for the price, I would shoot everything on film.
I mean, I do assume that you have like the film camera, and then you have like a light meter.
Yeah, I have all of that.
Yeah, you have all that. Yeah.
I even got like a projector from like a what is it? Like one of the things, like I don't know if too many people that would know what this is, but you put like the film slides in and then it projects onto the wall. Like what?
Oh, those
like what you
that outdated technology in the corner of
Exactly,
your teacher's classroom.
It's heavier than like 5 bricks put together.
Why do you have that?
It was just at a thrift store and I saw it and I was like, man, I think this thing still works, and I brought it.
You have so much clutter.
Yeah.
You're a hoarder. Just admit it.
I'm not a hoarder.
I feel like I gotta go see
Actually,
your
your place, it's so bare bones. Like there's like a corner of clutter and the rest of it is literally like stripped bare. Like it looks like no one lives there. Like no plants, like no sign of
I have
life.
a TV.
You have a TV.
Okay,
You don't
yeah,
even
but
have
like-
a couch. Like he literally doesn't have a couch. I
don't have a
like,
couch?
I don't even know if you have a bed. Like, do you
I have a
sleep?
bed.
Why do I feel like you have a bunch of?
bed.
I feel like you have a bunch of video cassettes or something, and you just sit on that, just to like or something
Nah,
like that.
I wish. That would be the dream.
Why do you, dude? Just get like a futon or something. I don't know. Do you not have a couch?
I was gonna get bean bags. That was the plan.
Okay, well that's something. It's very iCarly-ish, but that's fine.
Yes.
That's-
iCarly. You know,
yeah.
I grew up on that show.
So did
I
I.
also grew up on iCarly.
Dude, Victorious iCarly, that was the
Victorious
best.
was the shit.
It
Yeah.
was.
The
Oh,
theme
God.
songs, the shit.
Dude, Freak to Freak Out is just.
What is happening?
Do you
Oh
not
my
know?
God.
Oh wait,
You
you're
should-
from a different-
Nostalgia.
So
Wait,
No, I am,
don't-
dude. I'm in my 30s. I know exactly iCarly, Victorious, and all
But you
okay.
watched it. You lived on that. You you thrive for it.
Hear me talk. Hear me sing.
Dude, such a great vibe, dude.
What was the guy's name in iCarly?
Which
Well,
one?
Freddie?
Freddie. I wanted to be Freddie. I
Of
wanted
course
to
you
be
do.
Freddie.
Of
You're
course.
literally
bad.
Freddie. Wait.
I'm not literally.
No,
Oh, wait
you're,
a minute.
You're literally Freddie.
I'm not
Yeah,
Freddie.
yeah, no kidding. Yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
I'm having
Freddie.
like
Well, because he nerded out on so many tech stuff, and then he even said tech
no,
time
no,
with
no, no,
Freddie.
no.
and
I'm
it's
having an epiphany right now.
Lord.
Connecting like two parts of my brain that have never been connected before. Like you're not exactly Freddie, but there's like a lot of similarity there.
All right. Well, that's what I wanted to. I wanted to be that. Like when I was like younger.
I wanted
was
to be
into-
a child star, so I wanted to be like Carly.
I didn't
Yeah.
ever
Look
want
at
to be
you
in
now,
front.
just rising up.
No.
Just give it time.
Yeah, give it time. Honestly.
Wait,
It's,
what were your takes on like the characters?
like each one?
Yeah, or like
Uh,
wait, maybe what did I watch more recently? I'm more familiar with Victorious because I watched it more recently.
How recently?
Well,
They released it on Netflix like 2 years ago. So I
Oh,
like
wow.
went
Yeah, it's
back
also
and
on-
Have you guys seen the new iCarly?
I have. I'm
The
honestly,
one on Paramount?
yeah, I'm a fan of it actually. I like
Really?
I like the updates they did. It's actually the first season was pretty entertaining. The second, I think I watched halfway through. I should probably continue it, but it's really entertaining actually. Nickelodeon. Yeah. Oh man, my childhood. Like,
Gosh. But some of those shows we should not have been watching as children.
well, I got
Like Rocco's Modern Life, Ren and Stimpy.
that was okay. Well, that one I didn't
Ren and
watch. for
Stimpy was
obvious
too inappropriate for
No,
children.
for me, the best show was, aside from SpongeBob, was
Oh my god, SpongeBob.
I know,
Love
was
SpongeBob.
my favorite, Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, Fairly
Odd
Odd
Parents.
Parents.
Love
Fairly
that
Odd Parents
show.
is really good too.
It was so fun. It was so many things.
Um,
The dad screaming was actually the best part.
earlier when you kept on talking about backing up your like photos, you kept saying backing up over and over again, and all I could think about was the pizza delivery episode of SpongeBob, where SpongeBob's like backing up.
Honestly, that could be actually a really good reel you can make, or a TikTok or something of just exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Just bet you're backing up your files. You got
Hey, I think I was at KatsuCon like a few years ago.
You
I
backed it up.
no.
Oh, okay.
Pause.
This one, this one guy that was there was dressed as like the Krusty Krab pizza delivery guy.
Oh no.
And, no. It was a great costume, and I was like, dude, can I shoot with you? And he was just like, yeah, we'll take some photos. And like, I think I took like one of his favorite like cosplay photos. It was like he was like walking with the box, and like he gave like the side eye. It was like perfect. Like it was a great like little like
Wait a minute.
side clip.
What was his costume again? Like the
guy who rejects the pizza.
No. He was he had like a Krusty Krab pizza like hat on. He had like the apron, and then he had a pizza box with the Krusty Krab pizza on it.
Oh, okay. So he wasn't in an actual like SpongeBob costume with.
No.
He was just dressed up as an employee of. Okay.
Yeah. It was great.
That's actually I kind of like that.
It was
like
pretty
that.
lit. Yeah.
Throwback to here's the connection, right? Throwback to the Rebecca's episode with what was her last name? Rebecca
Chen.
No, not the other one. Is that
Oh,
her-
Becca. Becca. Cosplay Becca.
Yeah, because like is her name
Yeah.
Rebecca? I think it's both. But throwback to Becca's episode with the so throwback to Becca's episode, a local model from a few episodes ago where she talked about cosplaying and giving it a twist.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of those twists. You know, like not SpongeBob itself, but an employee of the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pizza delivery guy, but the Krusty Krab pizza, the best pizza.
Dude, I'm trying to do a cosplay, something that's like funny, but like not exactly as it is. Because I could be like for Halloween, I could be BoJack Horseman, but for any other convention, I'm not going to bring that out. I have to do something with the twist.
I don't know what I
love
could
that show.
cosplay as.
Yeah, and all I need is like my flannel shirt, my jeans, and all that, and then I have my horse mask.
You have a horse mask?
Yeah, I ordered one.
I have a chicken mask.
Oh,
do?
Lord.
Dude, there's a pigeon mask. There's a tiger mask. There's like a bunch of masks.
I want to collect them all.
Honestly, it's like the best. But they actually have a unicorn mask too.
I think I'd do like a raccoon or something. I don't know.
I do a Power Ranger helmet.
That's actually pretty good.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
the White Ranger. The White Ranger. That's pretty good. Oh man.
Rest in peace, Jason David Frank.
Yeah, man. He was like what, 50-ish?
Yeah. Sad.
Dude, are you?
Are you okay?
I thought that was a racist joke.
God,
Wait,
come on, man. Why is everyone pulling the race car all of a sudden?
No,
Like,
it wasn't. I thought it was. And then
What,
you
the
guys
White
took the
Ranger
risk.
We're talking
thing?
about Power Rangers.
We're
man.
I understand.
Well, why'd you have to pick the White Ranger?
Because it was the best
For
costume.
Emerson.
It was the best costume.
Hey, we're cutting back.
The Black Ranger was always the best.
No, we had the White
Any
Ranger had-
dude that can beat your ass while dancing too is the best.
I don't give a shit about that. I care about the shoulder pads, like the symbol. He had the sword where he can transport, and he had the power.
What about the Green Ranger with the flute, bro?
It was too. It was too. Nah, I didn't like that. To be honest, the white one had the best costume and the best weapon, the best like fighting skills because of him. I mean, yeah, he also was the Red Ranger, but like the White Ranger was a spot. It was amazing.
Yeah, tell me more about how much you love the White Ranger.
All right, so he had the. I do love him though, but if you want me to choose another one, the navy blue and burgundy red Rangers from Ninja Storm. Those are really good Rangers costumes.
True.
Should I continue the nerding, or anyone else want to jump in?
I feel like I have to add Transformers into that.
I was not. I wasn't a big of a fan of that.
I like
Transformers. I like the first two movies that came out, Michael Bay movies. And then I
Wait,
just
you're talking
stopped
about the
watching.
movies, or you're talking about?
Talking about movies or the
just
actual show?
anything in general, like the
Oh, okay.
animated show or the movies. Like I
remember the
only
Beast
like
Wars.
I only like the first gen of the newest Camaro because Bumblebee was that. But then I like Bumblebee as the Beetle even more than that.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to do like a photo shoot kind of
With the Camaro or with
both something like that. If I could find a yellow old Beetle.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hit up a car guy. I know
a few car guys.
I have a connection with one car guy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think he's in Richmond, but I could be wrong. Yeah.
Got it. That would be fun.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna officially recap because this has been one hell of a season. Now, what have I learned? Actually, witnessing you and going through everything you were going through,
Mm-hmm.
I would say is actually being strong and and face the storm, face the music. And
Appreciate that, bro.
yeah, I mean, I would say that's a good lesson. And I also did learn about a lot of good techniques because I recently got a projector from TikTok Shop because
Shout outs to the TikTok shop.
yeah, I'm addicted. They're actually a lot better.
Timu and TikTok shop. What else are you gonna get addicted to?
I feel like it's a little better than Temu, to be honest.
True.
But I got a lot of good stuff from there, a lot of good props and all that, and then stuff that I made for props. I actually use a lot of. Are you guys familiar with Red Tulle?
No.
Tulle?
No.
Oh, like the fabric?
Yeah, from
Okay.
Michaels. Like they.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I basically made like a giant scarf out of that.
Interesting.
cool.
So it's really practical if you do it with like just tie it. But I made some of that, started making my own props, and I started learning to use a projector. Thanks to this guy, I actually got some new equipment. You know,
I actually shot with Neha with the projector, which turned out pretty nice, I thought.
Wait, which projector did you use?
I just used some random Epson one that I found at Best Buy.
Okay.
But we like projected some random YouTube video of a club behind me, so it looked like I was in a club, but it was literally like his studio.
Oh, dude, I'm actually doing the same, but mine is more like cyberpunk cities and all that.
Oh yeah.
But
That's awesome.
the only thing is watch out in case someone sees it and then says copyright, because you know if it's royalty free, then it's
Nah, it's just
all right.
it's like you wouldn't be able to know where it's from at all.
Okay, I mean if there's no way to tell, then that's fine.
Yeah, it just looks like the club.
Okay, but yeah, no, that's something I'm learning. So I'm learning getting new equipment, learning a lot of that. So still have a long way to go. And what have you learned?
Whew. There are a lot of aspects of like photography, and I always do this with everything that I jump into. But honestly, learning one specific thing at a time and like really experimenting with that has helped me so much in my journey. And also, so I'm an overshooter. I shoot
Clearly,
Yes, indeed, you are.
way more photos than I ever need to.
you gotta chill, man.
But
Those poor SD cards.
His
Yeah.
poor head, man. He's gonna explode like all this.
literally
stress.
takes me more time to cull than it does to actually edit photos.
Good lord.
But that aside, when you take your time and actually only take photos of things that you think that you want to have posted, that will save you so much time and effort and energy, and you'll take so many less photos, but you'll take good photos to way better photos. Like I would just do the thing where it's like if somebody like try to pose, like I'll take a few photos of it and then I would like change it like immediately after. But I've started just doing like how about we try this like along with your same idea, but like let's try it at this angle a little bit. And I'll look at it. I won't take a photo of it, but I'll look at it and be like, oh, let's adjust this thing. But that's like my biggest thing. Taking photos that I actually want to see posted on my page or like on my website or anything like that, instead of just taking photos to take photos or really waiting for a moment, more making the moment. That's what's helped me a lot.
That's been the one thing behind my rebrand. I want my photos to be thought-provoking and have more meaning to them than just a pretty face in front of my lens, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
that's actually I feel that.
Yeah.
It's actually like I think we talked about before, like another recap, how storytelling is really important. You know, not just something like I don't know, like cheeks or something. I don't know, like you know what I mean?
Cheeks.
Well, my point is that
Instagram is full of a lot of just
yeah.
pictures of a person and not like somebody's portrait or a story to tell with the portrait. Like I recently started like this tattoo project. It kind of started like really randomly, but I asked somebody about their like dragon tattoo and they were like, they like had a whole story about like some like adventure they used to write about as a kid and how they always liked dragons and all this like stuff. And I was like, wow, this is like amazing. And I realized that like a lot of the models I shoot with have tattoos and they all have stories to them. So I started a tattoo project based on like people's stories about these tattoos. Like it really stuck with me. Like that, like not only were the models happy to like have that like captured, but to also tell a story about it too. So that's what I've been doing. more storytelling with that.
That's awesome.
I've also hit up Emerson to do a tattoo shoot.
Yeah, I meant to talk to you about that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Sweet.
Always shoot with your friends.
Yes, because I know you kept saying midnight kill Peach or whatever collab.
Whoa. I don't know. I don't.
You
Midnight.
don't remember? I was doing some sort of collab name thing, but
Okay.
But the midnight Peach thing. That
We could do
about.
like Midnight Magenta.
Damn, that's better. Yeah, yeah, that is better. Yeah.
Yeah. Midnight Magenta collab. Because if it's like Midnight Peach, that sounds so.
Oh, come on. I mean, it's my name.
I understand. Yeah, I like your name a lot. That's
but
why
people,
I make fun of
a
it.
lot of people on the outside won't understand it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
But if it's like Midnight Magenta, that's like
That it
sounds
is. It's
classy.
much cooler.
It sounds like a drink almost. Like
it does actually. Anyway, Neha, what have you learned from this? Well, I guess since January, actually.
Since January. Probably to just probably to give myself time to refocus around why I want to model. Cause I think like February I was in New York for Fashion Week, and I think modeling can feel so cutthroat when you're in that environment, like doing runways surrounded by all these people who look a certain way, or you're constantly feeling like you're not enough. And I think it's been I took a big step back from doing shoots in March and April, but have gotten back into it more recently, especially with thanks to Justin, because we've been shooting together a bit recently.
Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Justin.
Yeah, and I think I've just been trying to remind myself that this is it's not a race, and I have certain goals that I want to hit for sure, but I can take my time to get there, and I don't have to get caught up in sort of this modeling is about getting a certain amount of likes, or getting into that show that I always have wanted to be in. Those things are important, but it's also about the art and the expression. And so I'm trying to take more time to tap into that.
Wow. It's a good point too.
it's a very good point.
Yeah. And plus there's a lot of good points in regarding, we'll talk about another day, but regards to traveling and then doing your shoot. Cause you mentioned it before, but I guess people would still like to know a little bit more, like shooting for Fashion Week, for example, whether it's New York, LA, Vegas, Miami.
I've only
Milan.
done Miami Swim Week, but that I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna do it again, but I'm gonna do it differently next time. Where I'm definitely gonna be just in random spots, with my camera, just because everybody is there for that swim week, but you really never know who you're gonna meet until you get in the mix of it. I kind of played it scared the first time I was at Miami Swim Week, but honestly, it's those fashion weeks, especially for photographers, are such good networking.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you get to meet the people in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hear me out. The bros go to New York.
September, it's happening.
New York Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
it's
DC
happening.
Fashion Week in
Well-
September too, I think?
Yeah,
Well,
but they don't
probably.
overlap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
feel like, doesn't New York do it twice?
Yeah, February and September. So it's going to be this year it's going to be
Winter.
September 5th through 9th-ish.
I feel like February might be the right time.
Yeah. Which one is winter? Do you know?
I always get confused about this because it's one of them is fall and winter and one is spring and summer. And I always forget if the one in September is spring, summer to showcase what just happened, or fall, winter to showcase what's coming up. I always forget.
Yeah.
But I tend to like Fashion Week better in September just because the weather is nicer in New York.
Yeah, that makes
February
sense,
is
yeah.
just it's always
cold.
it's very unforgiving.
Mm.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
Yeah. I'm down for another fashion week. It's really great to just meet people and get out there. And honestly, it's really random and chaotic, but
I mean, Miami sounds pretty good too.
Yeah.
Because I know I used to live there, and it's pretty all right. It's Pitbull Nation down there.
yeah, the water is blue.
Mr. Worldwide.
Bruh.
Yeah. So that is season 2, guys. What a journey.
What a journey.
Yeah. Season 3 will come out eventually. We got a lot of planning to do.
Gotta take a little breaky break.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have to
Got
do
a lot
that.
of planning to do.
Yeah,
We got a
'cause-
long list of guests
Mm-hmm.
and a long list of topics.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Neha is actually on that guest list now. So we have to update it.
Yep.
Oh, Yay.
Yeah.
The surprise guest turns into a full-time guest.
Boom.
No, there's a whole list we came up with. Yeah, man. I want to thank Emerson, obviously. I'm gonna thank our understudy / side hoe, Justin Midnight
Yep.
Killjoy, and Neha. What a great guest you were.
Neha's
You are-
amazing.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you
are.
so much for having me.
You are welcome back anytime.
Anytime.
And that's it. So, guys, this is Peach signing off for a while. We're all gonna go enjoy our summer. You know, and
Yes,
we'll be
we
back.
are.
Yep.
I have no idea when we'll be back.
The villain shall return.
Yeah, the villain, the fruit, what are you?
The
The
killjoy.
Killjoy. Yeah.
No, you're not really. I mean,
I know. I'm pretty joyful. I'm very.
Yeah, it
I
does
know,
kind of have a
yeah.
negative
Like,
connotation.
The midnight.
Yeah, yeah.
The
I'm
midnight?
very contradictory. That's why I like the word
I don't think the
Killjoy.
midnight works. So
How about just the night?
the night.
That
I feel like
sounds a little.
word-
That's
a
a
word.
little. That
That's
sounds.
worse. No, the
yeah.
That's the
Killjoy.
same thing. Like
The Killjoy is
you
fine.
call him midnight and night. That's
No,
just,
he's the night. He could also be vengeance. He could also be Batman.
you're vengeance.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not Batman.
Okay.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
I just imagine you in your Batman costume. Stop.
You have a
know, just-
Batman costume?
No.
Oh,
He could, but
that's my favorite hero, actually.
ooh,
Batman. He's an anti-hero.
what? No,
No,
he's not.
he is a hero.
He's a hero. Yeah, I mean,
He doesn't kill people, and he works with police, which is more than you can say for like 90% of heroes.
true. That's very true.
yeah. And we're
Shout
talking-
outs to heroes.
Yeah, and
Shout outs to villains.
shout out to
There
anti-heroes.
we go.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know, I feel like Justin's a hero. You're the villain.
Yeah.
I'm the anti-hero.
Yeah, my name on Instagram is very edgy, but it's like I wanted it to be like an artist title, and like, I mean, Halo's like my favorite video game, and Killjoy is like one of the medals, like which I like. So that's why I have the Killjoy there, and it's very contradictory. I'm a very contradictory person, so
And midnight bit came from like, is that your bedtime or like?
no. I go to bed way before midnight, but midnight is from the Twilight Zone, the old black and white show.
Okay.
The Midnight Sun is the episode. Go ahead and give that a watch. It's like 20 minutes, but
Although imagine Twilight Killjoy. It's not the same ring, but
no. Like one thing that I was upset about was there was a new like Twilight series book that came out called The Midnight Sun, so I couldn't use Midnight Sun anymore.
damn.
Yeah, it didn't have the same
Sad.
meaning.
Sad.
Okay,
Yeah.
but that was it. So now we're officially gonna say goodbye. So
We'll see you guys next season.
yeah, this is the fruit
See y'all.
saying goodbye.
This is the villain saying adios.
This is the Killjoy saying, "Keep your joy."
Oh, bye.
Awesome session, guys.
Thank you for listening to the Phot-Bros podcast. Feel free to follow us on Instagram at Phot-Bros podcast and follow us on X/Twitter at Phot-Bros.